Ever feel tired all the time? You eat a meal and a few hours later you're already hungry again? Or maybe you can't just stop snacking, even when you're not really hungry. I've been there too. For years, I thought this was just normal. I didn't question why I was crashing in the afternoon, why I needed snacks all day, or why I couldn't stop watching YouTube while eating. But then I discovered something that changed everything.
잘 먹겠습니다.
Glucose spikes. Glucose is just a fancy word for blood sugar. And every time we eat, our blood sugar rises. But when it spikes too fast, that's when the problems start. That energy crash after lunch, the constant hunger, the cravings, that's all linked to blood sugar spikes. And the crazy part, even when you don't eat that much sugar, this still happens. And don't even get me started on distracted eating. I used to watch YouTube with every meal scrolling, clicking, snacking, and had no idea how much I was actually eating. And guess what? Studies show that when we eat distracted, we tend to eat way more than what we actually should eat. So I decided to do something about it. For 7 days, I followed 2 major habits. 1. Mindful eating. No screens, focusing on my food, checking how my body feels, actually listening to my body. And 2nd, glucose hacks. Eating in a way that keeps blood sugar stable. And let me tell you, it was not easy. Let me take you through my 7-day experiment, what I struggled with, what changed, and if this challenge is actually worth trying for you. So for the past 7 days, I challenged myself to follow these habits, and trust me, some of them were way harder than I expected. No watching YouTube or Netflix while eating in a way that balances blood sugar, starting meals with fiber, no random sweet snacks, actually I didn't move after meals. Listening to my hunger and fullness cues instead of just eating out of habit while watching something. And of course, I failed at one meal. It happens. So did this actually change anything? Was it worth it? And should you try it too? Stick around because I'm breaking down my biggest struggles and biggest wins from this challenge. I drink my apple cider vinegar always with a straw because I don't want to hurt my teeth with the vinegar, and I always use only 50 milliliter of apple cider vinegar, which is 1 tablespoon in a glass of water, because it's really not good for your teeth and again your throat if you just drink the full vinegar without water. So at first it was quite hard to drink apple cider vinegar because I wasn't used to the taste at all, and it tasted kind of bad. But when you start drinking it, you get used to it and you love the taste so much. But honestly, in the beginning, it tasted like rotten apple. This meal is the very first meal that I'm eating without watching something when I'm alone. So it feels really weird for me. In Korean, you'd say 잘 먹겠습니다 before eating. I will eat well. It shows gratitude towards the person who cooks for you, but also it shows gratitude for this meal. I just cooked this protein pancake just right now, which you can check the recipe in one of my shorts. This pancake is like protein bound. Per portion, it has about 40 grams of protein. I'm done with my breakfast. In Korean, after your meal, or so you'd say 잘 먹었습니다, which means I ate it well. So 잘 먹었습니다. I'm feeling the strong urge to just go sit in front of my laptop and watch a YouTube video while snacking something, but nope, I feel pretty full. So interesting how this little bowl can fill me up so much. 잘 먹겠습니다. I made some sandwich with some mozzarella. That's what I'm having for lunch. It's just the second meal that I'm having mindfully, so it still feels pretty weird. It feels very unnatural for me to just eat without doing anything. But I'm noticing already how smaller I can actually eat than what I thought I could eat. Starting to feel full actually. Today's another day that I drink my apple cider vinegar. I think it's already been 3 days. I actually have to tell you something. I haven't been able to move after a meal so far. So what I'm thinking now is that postponing the post-meal movement to next week. Last night, instead of snacking on something sweet, before dinner I was feeling hungry and I was with my friend at home. We had some bell pepper with some hummus. For dinner we had some creamy coconut milk peanut tofu noodles, which was super tasty. Let's get started with the day. I'm having a homemade protein pancake, frozen berries with skyr yogurt, and with some peanut mousse. So for snacks before lunch, I'm having hummus with already 1-2 hours after you eat something, your stomach kind of becomes empty, and then when you have sweet snacks, it just gives you the biggest glucose spike. So please, please, please have savory snacks. Hummus and bell pepper or hummus with any veggies goes really well for savory snacks. 잘 먹겠습니다. Mozzarella basil pasta toast with tomato. This is my breakfast. 잘 먹었습니다. This is the fourth day of doing the glucose hack. I think today I should go grocery shopping. I don't have enough veggies at home to have the right food order, and if your meal doesn't include any salad or veggies, you should definitely have salad before the meal. So this is what I'm having for breakfast. It's a skyr yogurt bowl with some berries and peanut mousse, and of course I mix some protein powder as well. So this is gonna be a little sweet, but it's still gonna be protein bomb. It's been a really pleasant journey. The start was really hard. I think once you start mindful eating, it's very easy to continue. So the first step is always hard, I think. For today's dinner, I made this high protein cottage cheese pizza, which I also made a short about, and there you can find the recipe. So it has like 45 grams of protein in this one pizza. I actually drank a bit of apple cider vinegar before this meal because I don't have veggie starter today. I already had 3 pieces. So my friend is from Dubai, and he was back in Dubai for the winter holiday, and as he was coming back, he brought some snacks. So basically this is a little cookie kind of thing that's filled with dates. I love dates so much, and this one is basically milk chocolate, date, and almonds. I'm pretty full, so I'm gonna have to choose. I'm gonna go with this one, milk chocolate, because I feel like having milk chocolate. I like it very much. It has date inside. Let's take another bite because also I want to see the almond, and there's also almond inside. Oh, I really like this one. You know what, I'm really curious about this cookie, but I think I will be able to manage eating this. I'm just so curious. I have to try. It smells like cookie. I really like it. I'm really full now. Morning, guys. I just woke up. I made myself my apple cider vinegar. I had a very strong temptation to not drink apple cider vinegar, but here I am. I want to stick to the challenge, so yeah. Today my breakfast might not be the most blood sugar spike friendly breakfast. It has some tomatoes. I really just don't feel like having any veggies. This pizza, you saw it last dinner. As you must have noticed, I'm so into this mozzarella toast these days. I cannot stop making it. And it's so easy to make. I have no reason not to make. I successfully finished my breakfast. I'm really satisfyingly full, but I crave for something sweet, so I'm gonna grab a couple of sweets. 잘 먹었습니다. So before having lunch, I'm having this paprika with hummus snack because the lunch that I'm gonna have really lacks veggie. I decided to have some veggie snack. And honestly, for this lunch, I really miss eating while watching something. So I'm gonna eat and watch. But I'm trying my best to at least do the glucose hack for this lunch. I just woke up yesterday. Basically, I ate while watching. Then I just started binge snacking and I finished a whole bag of chocolate bonbons. Then I felt really bad with my stomach, and my stomach was basically full until I went to dance class. It made me want to really stick to mindful eating at least for 2 months until it becomes my default mode. 잘 먹겠습니다. For the glucose hack, I'm gonna have tomato first. Wow, it feels really nice to have real food. Today I put a bit more of mozzarella because I was craving for it. 잘 먹었습니다. Warming up the peanut coconut noodle that I made yesterday, and it's pretty high in fat, protein, and carbs, but it doesn't really have any veggies, so I'm having a veggie starter. Some paprika with hummus. I really like this snack. When I first saw the amount of this noodle, I was thinking, wow, this is so much. Am I gonna be able to finish? Too tasty not to finish. I finished. I'm super full. Officially, today is the 7th day of me having eaten mindfully. For today, I'm gonna have some sliced tomato, mozzarella, and basil pesto sandwich. I had a big lunch actually, so that's why I'm having such a small dinner. I'm not so hungry, but I know if I don't eat anything now, I will be really hungry. 잘 먹겠습니다. 잘 먹었습니다. The hardest part, not watching something while eating. Cutting off an old habit overnight was so difficult. I tried my best, but I have to be honest. One night, as you saw already, I gave in. The stomach pain, that bloating, the regret. Yeah, I don't want that again. Another struggle, veggie starters. I was not used to eating so many veggies in my meals. Before this, my meals were basically carbs, protein, and fat, and that's it actually. Kind of zero veggies. I'm getting to know the flavor of veggies, let's say. But the thing is, we need way more fiber than what we usually eat these days. So even though it was tough at first, I'm glad I pushed through. Still, I need to find ways to make it more exciting and make it my habit. And yeah, I failed this moving after meals part. I wanted to go on a walk after meals, but every time I sat down, I just didn't get up. I don't know, it wasn't really a habit that was really easy for me to start. I mean, starting from this week, I'm actually committing to this hack. Please hold me accountable. And finally, protein. I realized I don't eat nearly enough. I kind of got obsessed over this mozzarella basil pesto toast, as you saw. But let's be real, it's really not so high in protein. So next week, I need to find a way to increase my protein intake. Challenge accepted. I used to watch YouTube for hours every day while eating. This week, I didn't. And I got so much done. So it felt so good to hit myself with dopamine from achievement instead of passive watching. Not overeating made a huge difference for me. I had more energy, I was moving more, I actually wanted to meet people instead of just staying in at home. Before this challenge, I'd eat chocolate in the morning and feel that by 2 p.m. So sleepy, I don't want to go out anymore. This week, zero crashes. My energy was stable all day. I stayed out of home so much. I was so productive and I was in such good mood every day. I never had mood swings this week. These 7 days weren't perfect, but that's okay. The point wasn't perfection. It was awareness. And now I know exactly what to improve next week. Next week, I'm doing the week 2 of the challenge. I'm finally sticking to my post-meal movement and I'm going to figure out how to eat more protein without giving up the foods I love. What's your biggest struggle with mindful eating? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see if I can actually make this habit stick around for week 2, hit the subscribe button. Less is smarter, not stricter. We'll do it together.